Hell's Paradise is getting overlooked this anime season, and to be honest, I'm not quite sure why. So let's talk about it. Cue the intro.
Up in the sky, it's a bird!
It's a plane!
It's a geek.
This anime season, y'all, and I know it's been a very long time since I made an anime video. Good lord. But this anime season is very interesting. It's probably one of the more stacked anime seasons when you have some newer shows coming. I know the Dead Account show is kind of popping off a little bit. You got Frieren is back. Of course, you got JJK back. Sentence to Be a Hero was kind of had a little something in the beginning, but it's kind of died down as far as the hype. But I'm trying to get back on that. There's some other shows too. For me, the main ones were Oshinoko. I haven't watched that show, but I've heard people say it's really, really good. But for me, the main ones that I saw interest in was Hell's Paradise until I caught up to Frieren, and I'll make a video about Frieren too, because I think that is, and this is not about Frieren, but I'm gonna say something now that I'm gonna talk about later in my next video. Frieren is just like One Piece. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, the reason why you're here and the reason why I'm here is to talk about Hell's Paradise. And I made a review about Hell's Paradise when I first watched it. It came out not too long ago, well, a couple years ago. And one of the things I always said was, it was such a new take on a premise that really hasn't been done before. Now, there are several anime shows where you'll have a certain group and they'll go to one place, or the isekais are really big right now where you'll die and get transported to another world. But this one was different because you had character depth. And in those type of anime, character depth is not something that you often get in those shows. We saw how Gabimaru had his own personal struggles with trying to find the elixir for his girlfriend or his wife. Then we was thinking, well, shoot, does his wife even exist? What's going on with that? Then we saw the woman samurai, which I always blank on her name, and I know she's more than just a woman samurai. But we saw her and how she was having struggles being a lady and having to be one of the executioners or whatever. So I thought that was great and well done. Then you have the adversaries, the Tencent, where let's keep it a buck, they have sex to get stronger. And you have Tao, and the power system is so Hell's Paradise, bro, was a gem. I caught onto it late, or technically, yeah, late, but I caught onto it last year because I knew the new season was gonna come out this year. All to come around and say, yo, no one is really talking about Hell's Paradise. What is going on? Now, the main reason for that is JJK. JJK is out this season, and JJK is gonna be the anime that gets talked about for bad or for good or for bad. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If you've been on my channel for a minute, y'all know I'm not the biggest JJK fan. I think it's really just a fight fest, and the story is bare to non-existent. But I really think, and I think Hell's Paradise is done by Mappa too, if I'm not mistaken. The reason why I'm so conflicted and so upset about Hell's Paradise not getting the traction is because Hell's Paradise does everything that JJK does, but like 10 times better. Hell's Paradise actually has a story. Hell's Paradise actually has some emotional beats, has some better characters. We got what's her name, May, and then you got all these shinobi, and then it's one of those shows where you really don't know, at least in the first season, you don't know who is going to survive. This person, you can like this person and he'll be dead the next episode. It's one of those, so it keeps you on your toes. The pacing is immaculate, all that stuff. And I haven't even got to the fights. I have been blown away by each and every fight scene in Hell's Paradise. Because not only is it gruesome, but it is unique. It almost reminds me of like if you took like some Mortal Kombat finishers and animated it, and that's the type of stuff they be doing. Some weird, crazy stuff. And Gabimaru has powers, all that. And I realized, even getting done watching the season 1, I realized in season 2, there's even still more stuff to learn. We find out that, oh dude, he's turned into a Tencent. Like there's so much we can learn in this world. And we're having new adversaries come back. Some more executioners who, this is not a review of Hell's Paradise, even though it's kind of seeming like that's what this is. But We have some more people come in. They're trying to rescue whoever's left from the island, and I think they're still trying to get the elixir. It's so deep, man. And then when you get to each and every Tenzin, they all train in their own way, trying to get immortality in their own way. It is amazing. I am upset, and I'm upset because this should be getting a lot of the praise. Now, Frieren, it's almost hard to compare Hell's Paradise to Frieren because it's two separate, completely different target audience. Hell's Paradise and JJK, it's the same audience, kinda. I feel like JJK, and I'm not saying this for people who love it, I really feel like JJK is for people who really just want to turn their brain off and just vibe and watch fights. The issue I'm having, especially with this new season, is that, and I know Geji, the manga ended bad, but it feels like they're really trying to overcompensate. It's like Geji heard like, yo, JJK is a little too boring and bland. Let me add some extra stuff. And he overdid it with the extra stuff. And now a lot of y'all probably gonna get in my comments and be like, oh, well, you're just not smart enough to understand anime. You're not smart enough. I say this and I say this all the time. I've been watching anime before y'all knew what anime was, most of y'all. So when you have someone like me can see JJK and say, okay, I know exactly what this is. Similar to Demon Slayer. Ask my friend Devontae, who he started, I'm not sure when he started watching anime, but maybe it was around COVID time or whatever. I told him, this is how Demon Slayer is gonna go. I watched the first season of Demon Slayer. Okay, this is basically bare story, light show, cool fights. That's how it's gonna be. And he finished it, he was like, yeah, it was kind of mid. JJK, same thing. I can see this stuff. Now, I'ma still watch JJK, but it feels like they're overcompensating. Like the last episode they had, black hair dude, I watch so many shows, I be forgetting these people's names. Black hair dude and Panda was trying to figure out the girl power system, and the girl was just sitting there. And then once they figure out the power system, the girl was like, oh, I better stop them from figuring out the power system. It's stuff like that where it's like, okay, this is very elementary. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I really feel like if you haven't watched Hell's Paradise, give it a chance, bro. It's one of the most unique shows of this new era. And it's not getting, no one is saying it's up there with the new gen anime. No one is saying stuff like that for whatever reason. And honestly, bro, I really feel like if it didn't come out now when JJK is kind of popping, well, it is popping, and we're still, even with JJK, it's popping, and we haven't even got to the meat and potatoes of the Culling Game arc. So, man, but I'm really enjoying this show, and I'm really enjoying the lore. I'm really enjoying the world building. I'm really enjoying what this show has to offer with all the characters, because I'm heavily invested with everyone's singular story. And I don't know if I can say that for JJK. And y'all probably gonna be like, why you keep saying that? JJ. It's because it's the closest anime that's out right now to compare it to, and it happens to be the most popular one that's out that I can compare it to. But anyway, yeah, let me know, y'all. Do y'all think Hell's Paradise should be getting more love than it's getting now? Have you watched Hell's Paradise? Will you be willing to give it a chance? I think you should. Give it 2 or 3 episodes at the bare minimum. See if you like it. If you don't, okay, go back to watching whenever you're watching. But if you do like it, there's a second season that just dropped. I think we're like on episode 4 or 5 in the second season. So it's a lot to enjoy from that show. But yeah, if you love the video, like the video. If you don't love the video, slide the video on the road to 600 subscribers. I appreciate if you like my content, share my content. Without further ado, I'm out. Peace.